All right, folks, apparently the UK economy is growing. Yes, growing. Even though businesses are closing, jobs are vanishing, and people can't pay their bills. And the magic trick? The Office for National Statistics just pulled a £1.9 billion rabbit out of its hat to make it happen. Let's talk about how the government's favourite spreadsheet adjustment turned a recession into a success story, at least on paper. So here's the headline: GDP rose 0.3% in Q2. Rachel Reeves is calling it continued growth and a strong start to the year. Sounds good, until you remember April and May's GDP were negative. Suddenly June's plus 0.4% jump, plus a quiet upward revision to April, makes the quarter look rosy. And here's the kicker. History shows these early GDP figures often get revised down later. So this growth could actually be tomorrow's recession. While the ONS says growth, it's the real stats that count. 164,000 payroll jobs gone in the past year. Unemployment up from 4.2% to 4.7%. Vacancies down 17%, hitting the lowest in over a decade, excluding lockdowns. Business investment has tanked since the budget. Worst Q1 to Q2 drop since 2012. Companies House shows more businesses closing than opening. You don't need a degree in economics to see this mismatch, and the private sector is shrinking. If you're tired of politicians celebrating phantom successes while your bills skyrocket, hit that like button. It tells the algorithm people aren't buying the government's spin. So let's check where this so-called growth came from. Government spending up 1.2% this quarter, mostly on health, vaccinations. Yes, still mentioned in 2025 reports, and defence. All funded with record borrowing at high interest rates. Inventories, the stockpile of unsold goods. Inventories rose by £5.6 billion, £1.4 billion more than last quarter. That alone made up more than half of the growth figure. Here's where it gets sketchy. That inventory figure was juiced by a £1.9 billion balancing adjustment. Not real sales, not even real production, just an ONS accounting entry to make three different GDP calculation methods match. So if you strip out the adjustment, inventories fell in real terms. That would have turned Q2's plus 0.3% growth into a minus 0.4% contraction. Q1 was propped up by a seasonal tweak and a pre-tariff export rush. Q2 is held together with deficit spending and an accounting trick. This is not organic growth, it's statistical theatre. Reeves and the government could be honest. We're in trouble. Global trade is weak. Domestic demand is falling. We need to fix this before it gets worse. Instead, they tell us the economy is thriving, while jobs vanish, shops shut, and universal credit claims explode. The more they pretend, the less people believe them, and the worse their polling gets. So next time you see a government minister smiling about GDP, remember, they can't pay their bills with accounting adjustments either. And neither can you. If you want the real economic picture without the smoke and mirrors, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, and share this video. The more people know, the harder it is for them to get away with it. Take care, folks, and I'll catch you on the next one.